Hello, the internet. Welcome to our little corner of the internet here at Britannica Industries. And today,
Hey, what's up?
Yep, and here's my partner Rixart, who
Hey.
is definitely my partner in crime today as we continue our production of our animated pilot. I know that
Yeah.
we upload sporadically, but Rixart has convinced me that we should start doing a bit more to try and build our audience. So say hello, Rix, to everyone.
Hey, yo to the people. Well, wish I had more than that. I shouldn't work without a script.
It's all off the top of my head. I've been blessed by the Lord Almighty. So let's all.
No. Before he goes into a sermon, maybe we should talk about the project that we're doing.
Yeah. Well, for those that are new, Dædscúa is a passion project from our good old friend Ryan, who is the creator of this universe. And me and Rix are the production team on the animation side and post-production.
What he means by that is that we're the only production guys on this.
No.
He's animator 1, I'm animator 2.
Yeah.
And he's writer 1, I'm writer 2.
Yeah.
And he's editor 1, I'm editor 2.
Well, technically we're writers 2 and 3, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, for a bit of context for the show, no surprise, it's superheroes. We are the generation that grew up with the MCU after all, and a lot of the good old superhero cartoons of the 2000s. So if there's anyone who's a Gen Alpha or who's only now just turned 18, hi, we grew up during the early 2000s. It was fun. We want to go back.
You just described my brothers.
But yeah.
But yeah, Dædscúa.
Did
This was more like your shows. No, because I didn't grow up with it. But the CW and what was it, like Mr. Robot? Those were the shows that mostly inspired the show.
Yes, the two biggest inspirations for Dædscúa from the creator Ryan was Arrow season 1 and 2 and Mr. Robot. But
all I know is that Rami Malek was in it. That's it.
One of those shows that first season's great, gets a bit more rockier as it gets, and it's one of those shows that has a 50-50 ending. Depending on who you ask. In terms of where Dædscúa is currently at the moment, it's got a mix of it's got all the groundworks made by the creator Ryan, but there is a little bit of our contributions. The biggest I gave into the show is my own personal opinions on superheroes universes, and that is, by their very nature, a superhero universe is a dystopian, and we set this world of Dædscúa in a dystopian future, and it's heavily inspired by the cyberpunk aesthetics. But if you want a quick synopsis for at least the story, it's pretty much the main character, Daniel Riden's sister, gets put into Louise, who gets put into human trafficking, and Daniel is on a mission to save her while battling his own personal demons.
Content warning, by the way.
Yes, very big content warning. It's definitely not made for those. If you're in the UK, you understand this. It is a 15+ age rating by Ofcom, who by no means I have a lot to say about Ofcom, but that's for another stream because I do not want the police coming at my door.
Of course, and this also means that we're not going to be doing anything not YouTube friendly on this now. It's mostly just going to be talking scenes and action scenes when we get to those.
Yes. We are not into any of the more... Because we're still quite early on within our animation production. That mainly being... we're currently on scene 2 and scene 3 respectively. I'm seeing 3. Rixart, he's currently on scene 2.
I'm finishing scene 2 right now.
Finishing scene 2. I still got quite a few shots left on my personal end.
I got about 5 shots at best, I think.
Ooh, lucky. I have... Let me double check on here. I've got 6.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, 8. I've got 8. Sorry, my math was not mathing right there.
Well, the dialogue I have for this scenes at the start. After that, it's mostly just reaction shots.
Ah, yeah, all the lovely reaction shots. But yeah, we're currently in the weird stage of layout and blocking. We're doing both at once. This way we can test if there's any problems with the rigs, what they are, and we send them back to a rigger who we pay out of our own money to help.
Oh, it would be amazing if we had a Kickstarter, but
yeah,
for the production and animation guys in the audience, if we have an audience, production's hard. It takes a while. I mean, Dædscúa has been in production for like what, a decade?
Yeah, maybe over a decade. I'll have to double check with the curator, but it's definitely been that long. It's changed in scope and everything.
Yeah. A decade is as long as I've known this guy right here.
Yeah, it's definitely been a very big passion project. It's one of those things that for the creator himself, it's definitely became a very hard project. There's a lot of material, including from myself, has been inspired by life's events, amplified for drama and character development. But it is still quite... Let me yes. But it's definitely something that we're quite proud of. We've also made a comic, a one-shot that is based off an early draft of the pilot, but once you've actually seen the pilot, you'll see why we say early. They still quite a bit of that still in its DNA.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what type of style of animation we're going for, we're trying to make 3D look 2D. What is quite a challenge, seeing that the number one thing we cannot do to give off the effects of it looking like 2D is animating the camera. So we have to animate to the camera with perspective and everything. And Rix can tell you, it's not an easy job.
Yeah, not fun. We'll definitely reassess after we've done everything. But for now, some shots work animating against the camera. Some don't, especially when we get to action scenes.
Yeah.
Because the environments aren't really made to be animated.
Yeah. That's one of the things I'm personally looking forward to after doing the character animations, is hopefully finding an artist who's willing to do 2D backdrops. and go with the old school of animation.
Yeah.
So it's quite fun because currently, with where we are with the basic blocking out, when we get to splining, we're going to do the proper traditional way of block, spline, maybe a bit of polish if needed. The animation will then be baked on 2s or whatever we need, on 2s, 1s, and occasionally 3s, and they all get set to step, making it look like it's stop motion.
Oh, we'll see the results soon.
We will. But yeah, we are hoping to bring this to life. If you're wondering what our current ambitions for this is, we're at least trying to aim to get the pilot done, and if we're able to, get at least one full season brought alive.
We hope so, inshallah.
Yeah. If God Almighty goes, yep, no, do at least one season, we will be extremely happy. And like we said, it contains a lot of content warnings. This is definitely for the generation that grew up on the MCU. Who are now
Avengers.
Yeah, who are definitely now in like their early 20s to mid 30s. So definitely a bit more mature than what you would see coming out of Marvel and DC.
Yeah, we said Daredevil, and that's what I think about when we're working on this show.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a reflection of that. So, you know, if you're a fan of Daredevil, shout out to Born Again. Season 2 was great. Back to form. And I'm saying this as someone who didn't grow up with Daredevil.
I've only watched the Netflix Daredevil because I don't have Disney Plus.
You're lucky. You're very lucky. Some days I wish I didn't have it.
As you can tell, we are definitely in the entertainment sphere. We've both worked within the industry. If anyone's curious, Rix here has been the one that's actually worked on actual TV shows that have got published and that. I've worked on. I'll send a link if anyone's curious, but I have been a freelance animator and I've helped make a short animation for another channel, what I will recommend and leave the information in the bio. Once the stream is done. But we've done professional and paid work, but we're trying now our own thing.
No, we were always working on Dædscúa as we did those jobs.
Yes.
It's just now the well has dried up. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but getting a job in animation or anywhere is kind of a dead end for now, so we're gonna try and make our own luck.
Yeah, it's definitely better if you're in the Americas at the moment from what I've seen. Probably not by much, but here in the UK, our industry are not, because we would be considered currently, with our level of experience, Rick's more than me, we are moderate. I'm a bit more junior still, because Rick's is the better animator out of two of us here.
I'm modest. I mean, it's not untrue, but modest.
Modest. But they aren't. It's tough. Like, people think it's doing okay, but only if you're seniors. If you're anything below seniors at the moment, it's
no, unless you're the ones running the studio and the company, then you're screwed. Because even most senior animators I see gets laid off.
Yeah, it's worse in games here in the UK, but that's a discussion for another time, because Because I'm the bigger video game nerd here out of me and Rix, and for those that know what's going on in the video game industry at the moment, we're currently in a realignment, what basically means too many people looking for work and not enough jobs. Okay, and I've gotten this shot done. Oh, that's the easiest shot I have for today done.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're wondering about the two characters you're seeing on both our respective screens, I was currently working on Darnell, the protagonist of the story, and Rix is currently working on Skinner, who is a very troubling rig at the moment, but hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get. She's only in like what, 2 scenes? This one and another one.
Yeah. Police Chief Skinner. Definitely a character. Definitely, at least in the first couple episodes, is more a catalyst for certain events. But he's definitely a fun character. The voice actress who did Skinner, who Rick said was the one handling all the VA.
Cherry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't know her full name, but yeah, Cherry is pretty much all the female characters in this pilot,
and she,
except for one character.
Yep. And she did an excellent job with Skinner in particular. Skinner is perfect for the type of character that Skinner is. What is incompetent going upwards. She always seems to be bad at her job, but always for some reason rises through the ranks.
Yeah, not to bury the lead hero, but it's mostly because I believe everyone else sucks.
Yeah, to be fair, in this particular world, the police force is not that great. They are just they are not that great. There are some good cops, but and detectives, but overall, the institution in this world is just corrupt, and is only there to serve certain people and not others. It has no commentary on the modern Met Police in the UK. It has no commentary there. No. Don't worry about it.
I won't. Just stick my head in a pillow and stuff. But yeah, just moving on more to the production side of it. If we finish the pilot here, we have like what, 7 more episodes to do?
Yes. We are planning, if we do the full season 1, it is about 8 episodes long. 7 are going to be around 30 to 35 minutes long, and depending if we're able to, the finale for season 1 will be between 45 minutes to 60 minutes long.
By then, I hope we get more guys.
I do too. I'm hoping that the outside work pays more, and I'm able to afford full-time additional animators, and actually be able to hire the voice actors full-time as well.
Of course. So, the main idea the plan is once we do the pilot, we hope that jumps up enough popularity for us to ask to do a Kickstarter, get the money we need to produce the rest of the episodes, get a following, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some of that might be naive, might be a little hopeful, but yeah, we're trying one day at a time.
Yeah, there's different directions we want to go, but it's all take it baby steps first. Baby steps. We are currently in the baby steps, so I just double checking I didn't override the base file for this, and I'm just saving this because I'm on scene 14. And for those wondering, with the current characters I have on screen, they are Noah and Fives. These are Darnell's best friends, and they are helping him try and rescue his sister. Yeah.
Alright, so just to give a rundown of the three characters, because those three characters are who we focus on for the pilot. Darnell's the main guy, of course. Noah's the one in charge, basically, and Fives is the guy in the chair.
Yep. And they all complement each other. Noah is basically what Darnell needs to become in his personal life, with the things he is dealing with outside of his sister being missing.
Yeah, so Noah has you have that friend that kind of has everything together, and you have the one friend who doesn't really have that kind of temperament. That's the best I can describe Darnell and Noah without getting into
too much detail. And Fives is the youngest of the three, and he's the lovable. He's the lovable computer nerd.
The guy in the chair.
Yeah. To be fair, we've had some people go over our earlier scripts, and the best feedback we ever got was remove Fives. He's too much like Jar Jar Binks.
That one, that one really cuts.
Yeah. After hearing that, I was.
We'll see. We'll see after the pilot what people say.
Yeah.
But hey, everyone remembers Jar Jar Binks.
That's true. And to show how much Star Wars nerds we are, Jar Jar Binks is still better than the majority of characters from the sequel trilogy.
Okay, let's... God. Mention of Star Wars is always gonna turn sour and talk about the sequels. Maybe in another stream.
Yeah, if anybody wants to hear us while we're producing, just we're talking about Star Wars, because both you can tell the franchises we grew up on and stuff like that, and Star Wars, especially for me, was one of those franchises that influenced me a lot. It was the first thing that I became a fan of as a child. I still remember it to this day, and yes, I will say this publicly. First Star Wars movie I ever watched was The Phantom Menace. Came home, I watched it at the school I was going to at the time. I came home, told my dad about it, and he handed me the original trilogy all on VHS. And I watched all of them on the same day, and I've been a fan ever since. My first Lego set was the X-Wing from Episode 5.
Were you in detention?
No. I was not.
When you watched Phantom Menace, were you in detention?
No, that's that.
Because I heard it's Phantom Menace and the Street Fighter movie. Those were. I kid, of course. I never watched that garbage.
No, I'm a friend of mine at the time, because they had this thing at school. Because I was only like 6, maybe. Yeah, around 6. I'm not going to say the other number that you're all are expecting. But I was around 6 at the time.
Watching movies in school were just times. I mean, I remember once doing a Christmas party in year 5. No, year 6. Year 6. My teacher brought in the movie Fantasia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no. So that was the first time I watched it, and it's still one of the. Still a movie I think about some days. I have to rewatch it sometime.
Yeah, we grew up in a different era of schooling, people. I don't know how schools are now, especially in the UK, but it was.
Yeah, I mean, I recently left the job, but I used to work as a facilitator at a club for schools. So I got to see, one of them was my old school, the one I was just talking about. So I got to see how different it was for my limited window at those schools. I got to see how how things changed. But that's neither here nor there. How I got into Star Wars was. She's quite. Hey, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. You're talking, man.
Alright, good. How I got into stuff. It was all, like most things, it was because of my older brother. Like something, he begins telling me about this world of a galaxy far, far away. And in retrospect, I think he was talking about the Legends continuity.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about the movie, like oh yeah, like there's this character called Anakin, and he turns into such and such, and he builds R2-D2 and C-3PO but the first thing I ever watched of Star Wars was Revenge of the Sith, specifically Battle of Heroes.
Nice. Hold on, we've just got a comment coming through from the Rootless Sunflower. Do we have a series Bible? We do, in several different locations. If it's something you would like to see, we can make a video or a video version of our series Bible. Or if that is interested to you, because varies quite a lot. So I know we have several versions, and I believe the last one we have was before our last major rewrite of the pilot. So
yeah, so the pilot has been through a ton of rewrites over the years. Most of it was just us outgrowing some ideas. Some of it was just like a cost-saving thing.
Yeah.
So some characters got cut, some scenes got reduced.
Yep. But we definitely do have a series Bible, and like I said, if you want us to make a video format for it, we are more than happy to. Because I know one thing we have glossed over is the world currently, as we've been discussing this. What isn't intentional, it's just can be a bit spoilery for future things, so we will mainly touch on the things you'll see on the pilot.
We definitely want to. We definitely want to wait for the pilot to come out, because there are some things we want some people to just experience on their own.
Yeah, like the briefest things we can give without proper spoilers is it's set in a dystopian UK. Year does not really matter because it has a completely different format to what we use in real life.
It's like an alternate. It's an alternate Earth. Like not gonna say what it was, but there's a historical event that happened in our timeline that split and created the Dædscúa one. So like Hunger Games and
yeah,
I'm told, like there was an event in Hunger Games that caused the creation of Panem. But if due to the content, I don't know. I'm not that much of a Hunger Games guy, but I've been told that it's actually more America.
Yes, as far as I know from that, for ours, certain event in history is different to our event in history. It leads to a different timeline, and in the context of our world, it would be around the year 2080, 2090 in our current context. But yeah, we're up for doing a series Bible, because we definitely do have one. It is just in several different pieces at the moment.
Yeah, I remember that series Bible, because you did one for the last year of uni.
Yes, I did.
I remember, and that was like what, 5 years ago. So some things need to be updated,
especially with the characters. It's definitely something I'm more than happy to share and actually put into video format, because like Rixart just mentioned, I actually did that for one of the modules at my university. I made the entire series Bible into a video format. I believe it was about 10 minutes long, what I would have to cut down.
Yeah, because I remember when we were like I have a friend, Gary Roach, who is a filmmaker of himself. He also did a video game called Demon. I have to remember the name, but I'll put stuff up if anyone's curious. So, he knows the indie scene, and I asked him to give us some pointers. We pitched the show to him, and he was like, "Cut so much of what you just told me." Like giving us pointers about how we pitch, how we present the show, stuff like that.
Yeah. Follow up from Rootless Sunflower. Though I understand my own struggles throughout Word docs and paper. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, you get it.
You get it. It's 100% us. We have 50 different documents. Well, probably not 50, but we're definitely in double digits.
That if you were to look at my Word doc, that's a bunch of ideas. Other than Dædscúa, just kind of scattered around. Because like all great artists, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain.
Yeah. It's the curse of all artists. You got so much. It's why one of the reasons I started doing Dædscúa like this was there's a book series I read called First Colony. If you're into sci-fi, 100% recommend. And in one of his most recent books of the First Colony, he'd made an author note. Yep. He basically went, I need to be, if I can get the first 100 pages right, it'll be perfect. He got rid of that mindset and just started writing until he had something done, and that's currently my mindset with Dædscúa. Get something done. That's the main aim at the moment.
Yeah, like worry about stuff like fixing and God, kind of lost my brain there. See, scatterbrain. Just do it. To be Shia LaBeouf about it, nothing can get done unless you do it. And,
yep.
Those are words I try to live by.
What? Yep, I know why that's giving me hassle with partnering that chair. You can if people were wondering, we didn't start out in Blender. We were both Maya boys back in uni. And although we currently do have access to Maya, my freelance work that I did had me working in Blender, and I fell in love with Blender as a software. Benefit of it being free as well.
But definitely. I mean, not to sound like a cheapo, but go for free because Blender's awesome. I wish I learned about it, but
yeah.
Sorry about the sirens.
Yeah,
like we live in the UK, so there's a heat wave, and and hearing sirens more and more.
For people that don't understand, we live in a urban jungle where it's just concrete, and it's for
good installation for the winter. Bad when there's
a heat wave. I'm one of those people that love this type of weather, but I've also been one of the big advocates of modern housing should have AC in them in the UK. We are.
If it's good enough for Australia, it's good enough for us.
Yes, Australians, as the all the former descendants of prisoners and wardens. I love the Aussies. They are definitely fun people. Cool. I am. I've got family members who are from South Africa, and the only things I disagree with the Aussies on is rugby, but I don't follow it much anymore. But yeah, we're hoping to get more out for Dædscúa. We are currently in the early stages of actual production. And Rixart can tell you the whole story of how pre-production went. That was
yeah, that one was. I barely remember.
It was long. It was fun, and agonizing. It was agonizing. It was. Whoa. Because before Rixart officially became part of it, we both have a friend from university, and she is, no exaggeration, god tier with drawings.
One of the best artists we've ever met.
Yeah, and I hired her to do the concept for characters and that, and she was great, and she now does it full-time as freelance soon. Let me just get up her handle real quick. Yeah, Art Robin. If you're on Twitter/X, just look up Art Robin. She's been posting some of her more recent works lately. She was excellent. And she helped out a lot with the designs for these characters.
Yep. She also did the comic.
Yes. See, well, I should leave a link, but I definitely know it's on Webtoons and all that. It's a blast from the past for me. Definitely something where if I could talk to my younger self, I would say use that money on other things.
Yeah. So the basic idea he had there was get the comic to drum up interests and stuff. But you know that sadly didn't end up happening.
It became a bit of money waster.
I mean, good work all around, and you know, I feel like whenever I tell people about us, like, oh, go check out the comic. It's kind of a first foray of what we really want to do.
It's one of the few things where I'm happy we did it, but the older me is definitely more of the opinion. Should have saved it. Should have saved the work. Ooh. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my headphones just died on me there. Thought that would happen. But yeah, I'm currently now. If anyone's wondering why Fives is just in his underwear, it is purely because he does not leave his basement. His basement is his home, and with all his tech. Yeah, go for it. It's yeah. He and all these characters, they are based on people we know and different archetypes. And Fives is based on a old friend of mine, and generally is the pop culture reference dude for this world. This is no, you're compared to when we've just done this by ourselves. You've been I haven't had any background noise. Nope. Yeah. Yes. Now your friend group, seeing that you hang out with everyone. Yeah, about that. Yes. Yep. Yep. And oh, no problem. Hold on. But speak real quick. Apparently your mic's not coming through. Speak real quick. Oh. Yeah, no, your mic's not coming through. Give me 1 sec. I'll try and figure this out. Let me just mute myself. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Let me see if I can fix these technical issues, and we'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. I'll find a way to fix this up. Okay, it's not coming through either. Speak again? No, it's not. Go back to your mic, and I. Don't worry, it's literally the mute kit. We will be. Yeah, it's lovely when Discord does. Let me. Um, I'm gonna do some. Speak now. I'm gonna try. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go back
Yeah,
to your
go back to your
headphones.
headphones because it's capturing me on your end.
Headphones.
Or disable audio on the stream.
Alright. So you want me to leave? Or...
Oh.
I think we should be technical news. Yeah, I think we should be sorted. Rixart, speak.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Yeah, do apologise for all that. We've managed to fix the issue.
Yeah,
Thank you for your patience.
For the one person watching right now, we apologize.
Yeah, we are. You can tell how amateur we are. So.
Hopefully, yeah. So what was the problem? Was it like a time limit thing, or?
I think it was just a Discord issue. It was just an output of something on Discord that was giving us some problems.
Oh joy, Discord.
Yeah, Discord being Discord.
Never mind all the spam bots on your servers. Now you can't even live stream.
Yeah, it's definitely the number 1 problem. We do apologise for that. Back to the actual work at hand.
Yeah. So what were we talking about? What was the last thing you heard?
So we were talking about Fies, the character, and how most of these characters are based on, and your journey on joining the team.
Yeah. Okay. So long story short, after I already made it short, I only joined a few years after they came up with Dædscúa.
Yep.
So which was a surprise to me because before I was brought on, you were actually working on a different concept. What was it, like Us versus Pigeons?
Yes, something that is no longer on YouTube because I would like a career in the industry, and I know where the industry currently is at. So, quite a few jokes that would make my career self-implode.
Yeah. Also, it just looked scary.
Yes.
Like from what I remember, the pigeon rakes that you guys had were
terrible. Us versus Pigeons might come back, but in a completely different.
Like the concept of that show was like what, slice of life. Right?
It was. Because this was the days of early Rick and Morty, so Us versus Pigeons was.
So yeah, it's slice of life.
Yeah. If you are curious, the concept of Us versus Pigeons was couple guys in the park. This will age because I'm no longer part of said community, who are all just getting stoned and they get attacked by pigeons and they fight them off, but the pigeons steal their stuff, and they're now on a big adventure to try and get their stuff back from said pigeons.
And that's the entire show.
Yes. The entire. I do. It definitely was one of the things that got me into it, but Dædscúa has always been the thing that I wanted to make work. Like I've mentioned, the creator Ryan, who I should be seeing later for wrestling, and I mean actual wrestling. We're going to be watching NXT. I've always loved this. Because both me and him as individuals, we've had similar upbringing. He's the only person I have met that has made me count my blessings, sins, and he's the reason why all this is coming together. He's a little bit more hands off these days, but
you know, he is slowly coming back. He is our main music guy, so
yeah.
all the some of the background stuff you're gonna hear is all comes from him.
Yep. What I am happy for, this guy, he's my best friend. He's my dad jokes with him that he's our unofficial third. He's unofficial third son. Ryan, he's generally been adopted into my family, and he's a younger brother to me. He's someone who I will fight for. He's that kind of friend where Rixie's definitely one of my best friends. Him and another person who is where Rix was previously on this project as just someone who's helping out with feedback and stuff. They're both my best friends, and Ryan is my brother. I just need to double check something. Ryan is my brother who I wish was my brother, was my biological brother, but we are all in that camp. Yeah. Enough about good old Fives here, who I might have to send back to the rigger because I do not know why he gives me this awkward position.
Well, as from here on out, is mostly not a spoiler, but he's mostly gonna come from audio and from the waist up. So
yeah, we see him a few times in the show in the flesh, but for the pilot, he's only in the flesh for one scene, and yeah. To be fair, he's also voiced by Rixart here, who did an excellent job with Fives.
Well, howdy, that's really nice of you to say.
Don't do the voice, you know it gets me crapped up the first time I hear it.
But yeah, no, honestly, credit to all the voice actors out there, besides me and Blue. They all did such a great job, and I admit I wasn't the best. Again, this is like the first project we're doing, so I admit I wasn't always good at staying on top of it, but granted, they all brought their A game. Really proud of them, all of them.
Yeah, but Rixart and the additional voice actors just did great. I'm happy with. Remind me again of the name for the voice actor we got for Darnell.
Gaffin
Did an excellent job with Darnell, especially with being such a big guy and needing this kind of voice that it works for Darnell. Darnell is definitely a very hard character to get right.
Yeah. Hopefully, hope we get these blocks done now, because I really want to show the actors where everything is. So for this one, it's Cherry and Gaffin, and B. Oh, I think B Squires did. Yeah, B Squires.
Yeah,
and someone else. I need to. That's
You're now checking all the voice actors so you don't get it all mixed
because
up.
all I know is their screen names, except for Gaffin, who used his real name, I believe. So it's kind of odd. Okay, so there's a character called Detective Reed, and his voice actor is called Mild Hot Sauce. Probably would want to be credited as something different, but
we'll get there when we start putting the credits in.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually talking about Mild Hot Sauce character, Detective Reed is I won't give spoilery stuff because there are some definitely big surprises with him and some other characters. Detective Reed is the good detective. He genuinely wants to help find Darnell's sister, but the system keeps denying him that, and the more and more he actually tries to be a good cop, the more and more he gets punished for it.
He's the James Gordon of the setting.
Yep. And to be fair, I think we put him through quite a lot of what Gordon goes through with Batman's villains. So,
just so you know, Donno's not Batman.
No, he's nowhere near Batman. No.
If anything, he's the Red Hood of the show.
Yes, he's Jason Todd without needing to go post Leviathan.
Lazarus.
Why do I always go Leviathan? I'm thinking of something else.
I know more about the Bible than you.
Yes.
But yeah, Donno's the Red Hood. Fives, I guess, would be the Oracle.
Yes, but
if we had Noah.
No, it's Dick Grayson. No, it's Dick Grayson.
I wanted to say that, yeah.
Let's be honest, he's Dick Grayson of this universe. Yes, and this is Noah, who, compared to the original concept art, he's had a race change, mainly because I was feeling like it fits the character a bit better. And I wanted to show a bit more of the actual consequences of some of the events in the world.
Right.
But,
yeah. So originally we did a opening, right?
Yes, but I don't think I put that original opening on.
We shopped it to like film festivals and stuff. Didn't get anywhere with it, and we didn't put it online because I think because by that point we decided to just do the pilot.
Yeah, because essentially, out of the videos we have on the channel, we've got the announcement trailer with the original art direction. We have the look development that I am happy about. We've got another final test trailer. What is finalizing the look? That was me testing in some software. We had the official teaser trailer, and we uploaded the early intro / opening as well. What is the more up-to-date look that we're trying to go with?
Yeah. No, you see, I still want to like release it because we worked really hard on it.
Yeah,
But yeah, a lot of things changed. Not just mostly just the way the characters look.
Yeah, but because you would see Noah in his pre-current condition, and Noah is currently Rixart's favorite character, and he's one of my favorite characters in terms of writing and what I just put the poor man through.
Yeah, like every team needs a straight guy, and Noah takes that off because the team, that's what we're calling them for now.
Yeah.
They have a name, but I'm just not gonna say it. They're a bunch of screw-ups. And wayward souls and stuff, and Noah, a wayward soul himself, kind of keeps it together. And that's what the team needs. So, he's the discipline, he's the...
Yeah. Well, no, in order of team dynamic, Noah is the 100% leader of the team. He knows what he's doing. He knows what this type of world is, so he knows what to do and how not to mess up. Darnell is the hothead. He's the one with anger problems. For him, the solution is punch someone's face in until they're not breathing. And Fives is the optimist who thinks everything can be fixed. Fixed. There's no problems that cannot be solved, etc., etc.
Alright. Yeah, Fives is the, if Noah's like the older brother and Darnell's the middle child, then Fives would be the baby.
Yeah.
Right, I'm done with this shot. Play blasting it now.
Nice. But yeah, it came a long way. Like, the three constants, as I like to say, has been Darnell, Noah, and Fives.
There's also another character.
Aye.
We're not gonna say anything.
Yeah, no, we'll wait until we're animating her again, before we talk about her. Mainly because a character I absolutely adore, and even in the writers' room between me, Ryan, and Rixart, they are very in different opinions, and we're trying our best to have it come across in a particular way, and she's definitely the hardest to write in terms of characters. Because at least I find Darnell is easy. Another character is easier than.
No, I mean, knowing like the character type, she is. No, I would say she's actually like pretty easy to write for.
Season. She's one of those few characters where I'm of the opinion of, depending on what direction we're going with.
I would say overarching stuff. We may need to touch up some stuff for her. But for now, as a character, she's easily one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Her season, like, just for giving context, she only has one speaking scene proper in the pilot, but she constantly pops up in relations to another character before her speaking role. And her speaking role does a lot to emphasize the type of relationships she has with the characters.
Alright, so we said that Donna was the Red Hood, we said that Fives was the Oracle, we said that Noah was Nightwing.
Yep.
This character is pretty much all the Batgirls. I mean, that's how I think. How I think of it without burying the lead.
There are quite a few characters, and to be fair, a lot that I would love to talk about, but they are either not relevant for the pilot or season one. So I generally am going to be a bit more weird because I don't want to say things, and we do manage to get to those bits.
Yeah, we talked about like the heroes. Now, want to talk about some of the villains we're gonna be seeing?
Yes. Would you like to open us up on the villains? Because I know there's different ones, and there's one with a top hat I would love to talk about, but I don't know which one you want to talk about first.
I find just the ones that started it all. Someone's been in my bed. Someone's eaten my porridge. Someone's yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So, the overarching, the villains you're going to see in the pilot and the overarching for season one is dubbed the Bear Family. They are the people that groomed and kidnapped and put Louise in human trafficking, Darnell's sister, and they are
the main adversaries in season 1.
Yes, they do quite a lot of nasty stuff. They are a reference to both in the bigger grand scheme of thing in the modern time, but not when the conception was made. They are pretty much the Epstein side, but for the British context, they are a commentary on the grooming scandals that we are still learning about to this day. And
I just saw like a headline when I was at Morrison's of stuff you're telling me about. Like, I don't want to say it because I want to keep keep the streams pretty light.
It's something that it's one of those things where if I was a billionaire, I would be funding a lot of to crack down on. It's one of the things that across the entire world, it boils my blood. It genuinely boils my blood, the discussion, and it's one of the things and why I'm quite passionate about Dædscúa, because the whole first season is rescue Louise, Darnell's sister, from human trafficking, and it's a whole commentary on that.
So yeah, we said that this world was dystopia, and that remains to be seen. It's pretty saccharine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the entire world here is that no one cares about the other person.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it dystopia. At least in my opinion.
The world itself was inspired by several different things. So one of them is based on at least for where the main show takes place, where Dædscúa, it was inspired by the Soviets. It's inspired by modern the problems within modern Britain with corruption. It's got a lot of it's not a nice place to be. It's one of the few worlds where you would not want to live. I think the only fictional world where you would probably not want to live more than Dædscúa is 40k, Warhammer 40k, but that's...
I know, give it time.
Give it time.
Yeah, that's just gonna say, I don't think we're gonna make any top 10 lists. Like, which world do you want to live on on holiday?
It's one of the few worlds that even I'm here. Like, yeah, no, I don't blame people for not wanting to be part of this world.
Yeah, there was a writer that he originally hired during uni to fix up the scripts, and she left because she just couldn't get behind the world, right?
I'll have to double check why she left. I think she just got too busy. I know there was someone who did. There was a voice actor who was like that.
Oh yeah, the original. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, because we've gone through several different voice actors. Over the years, not intentionally.
It's like okay, so originally we had an animatic that was drawn and edited by Art Robin.
Yep.
And then for it, we recorded some lines with the drama students at our university. Like, you put it together mostly, and then and then I tagged along with you, and I also got to participate as another character that we haven't seen yet here. And but that's such a blast on the.
Yeah, you know, I'm reminiscing about the good old days of the early production.
But yeah, those students, those actors, they were great. Like we had a Donnell, we had someone for Louise, we had someone for the mother.
Yeah.
I portrayed one of the villains.
Yeah.
So
I was also one of the villains. If you're wondering if I do any voice acting for the pilot, the answer is yes, but I'm not gonna say which because that is definitely something for the people that will be watching the streams and eventually hopefully will carry on with the pilot. I am curious if people will recognize my terrible voice. I am because it would be a very interesting thing. Hold on, I just need to check this because I'm trying to get these poses right. If I'm correct, yeah, very little poses on this, and I just need to get both Noah and Fies in the correct position. Soon, but yeah, it's the villains are pretty much inspired by not actual like named people, but inspired by actual events in the world.
And despite their silly name, and at one of the streams you're gonna see it. One of the things for the Bear family is that you take a fairy tale. Like you know, like fairy tales are fairly childish and innocent, and then you. And like what Hollywood's doing these days, we twist it.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a quote out there, like, in fairy tales, children already know that there are monsters out there. Fairy tales teach that those monsters can be killed.
Yes.
I messed it up. I messed it up.
I know the quote you're talking about. I'll have to find it on my end. But that's the general twist. Like, explaining a bit more about the villains. The Bear family are one of many in this world, and the whole idea behind them initially comes from a little bit of a joke from we wanted to make something horrifying, but we wanted to add a little bit of creepiness to it, so the Bear family became that idea. What if these people dressed up as fairy tales and did the things they did with children and other victims, and yeah, and that's where it currently is.
Yeah. All right. So I found the quote. It's by Gilbert K. Chesterton.
Yep.
Fairy tales do not tell children the dragons exist. Children already know that dragons exist. Fairy tales tell children the dragons can be killed.
Yeah. It's one of those. And the last villain that you will see in the pilot, and is my personal favorite of not just the pilot or the first season, but the whole story, is Ringmaster.
No, he's definitely a baddie.
Yeah, he's He had a little bit of, if anyone's here's watched Ruby, he was a little bit inspired by Torture. Am I saying that right, Rixart? My dyslexia is getting me.
Yeah, Torchwick.
Yeah.
He kind of takes that position in the show.
And yeah, he's my personal favorite. Like from design, from the voice actor we got for him, and his roles. Like when we eventually get to those scenes, he just immediately stands out. This skinny, lanky guy wears a mask, with a wearing this nice fur red coat. Everything. He's great, and he's definitely my personal favorite of designs. I think the only design that I like more than Ringmaster is probably the different variants of Darnell's Vigilante costume.
Yeah. This isn't one of them. This is his normal attire.
Yeah.
For those watching.
And we'll probably do some videos discussing the characters, because it is quite fun, and we're probably only touching it along with maybe, well, and seeing the rootless sunflowers giving us an idea of doing the series Bible as a video. We'll probably go a bit more with the characters as well.
Yeah.
Because, like we said, it is definitely one of those things. We're here just to do our animations, talk to people, and just have a bit of fun while we do this production, because life is catching up with us. The main one of us two animators that actually have the time to do this every day is Rixart. Because of my current night job, I'm finding it difficult to do work outside of these sessions with Rixart.
Yeah. Well, lucky for the both of us, I left my part-time job like a month or two ago, so I'm able to dedicate more time on this. So we got like I got the first scene done. Did that. You got a scene done. So now we have.
I'm nearly got a scene done. You've got a full scene done. I've got two-thirds and a bit of a scene done.
Right, and I'm almost done with this. So put that all together, that's like three scenes done.
Yeah.
And we still have 13 more to go.
Yes. Well, no, we got 14. Remember, because of the additional end scene you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's won't be that long, especially with how much we're actually doing. Like right now, it's all fun and games. We get to test out problems with the rigs, and we so that way we can do it in the blocking, and after the blocking we can get the rigs fixed, drawing this time as layout and the blocking, and then we will be on splining. Then the only scenes we probably won't show on screen are some of the sensitive ones, and probably a few of the fight scenes, more because we want them to be quite banging in terms of what they actually look like. And knowing us, we probably want to discuss and do life reference. So we'll be having a actual life reference of ourselves doing these fight scenes, and we don't want that over the internet.
Of course not.
Alright, let me get that. But yeah, we are. Oop, let me check how much music. Yeah, we'll be changing up music in a sec. But yeah, we've been quite happy with what we've been able to achieve.
Very.
I've known quite a few people that have been in similar positions and have gotten nowhere.
Yep. That's true.
Right, and currently we have ambitions. We're hoping we can get the pilot done. We're hoping to see from there what we can do to actually try and bring a bit of money in and do this full time and actually make a team. We would love. My hope and dream is by the end, if the pilot does well, we're able to continue with season 1. By the end of season 1, we can have a nice solid team of about 6 people.
That would be nice.
Oh, but yeah. I see exactly what bit you're on with.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where you would have the desk.
Yep. Just saying that. Yeah, no, he's just getting up in her face. They're not gonna do anything inappropriate.
uh, but yeah, we are on the road of following our dreams. What is definitely difficult in the modern age, but it's pretty much having a balancing act of what we can and can't do. Okay, so it's just that nod. Alright. This is gonna be fun because it's just doing that quick nod. It is the same if anyone else here does animation work. I really need to start thinking about updating my computer stuff, mainly the processor. Saying all fairness, but
I just need a proper desktop.
yes, but if anyone knows what's up with it, due to the AI stuff, it's too expensive now. Like that alone is just to update my processor would mean also getting new RAM, and a new motherboard that makes it about just under £1,500.
Oh.
And it's not fun. giving this making this character do a nod. This is now the fun bit of doing this little bit of blocking, and that is just making sure I can get some of the a little bit of the time in correct. In that I just need to get. Just have to make Fires do a nod. Yeah, that's another scene done on my end. What means I'm now, well, not scene, but another shot done on my end.
Yeah.
What now brings me on probably the most complex of the blocking shots and layout shots. What would I'm gonna see. Hold on. Yeah, no, that works. So I'll go out there. I'll save this, and move on to the. Okay, I am gonna have to save that. Current pose. But yeah, we. Yeah. Okay. We are now on to shot 15 for me of scene 3. What shot are you currently on, Rixart?
Shot 45.
Yep. That's scene 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've mentioned before, Blender is a new software for Rixart. I used it in a freelance work, and it became our favourite.
I've dabbled with it over the years, but this is the first time I'm using it consistently.
Yeah, it's one thing I'm gonna say this. Maya is probably industry standard, but the price to use Maya per year, especially if you're a freelancer, so it's not it's not worth it unless you're making in consistent and decent enough money. Blender is just perfect for people working on YouTube. Yeah. Yes, Maya is thousands. I won't say how we still currently have access to Maya, unless you enjoy One Piece. That's the only thing I'm going to mention. But for us over here in the good old British Isles, a year thing is about 1.5 to 2 grand now. It's it's not pretty.
Costs an arm and a leg.
Yeah, and before I started freelancing with my, I went part-time with the job I was currently at the time. I paid for a legal version of Maya, and never again. Never again.
Yeah, it's also why I stopped using Adobe.
Yeah, Adobe. Adobe's on my hit list of never using again. DaVinci is great for editing. Adobe's not worth its money. Like Blender, DaVinci, and there's a few things that you can replace Photoshop with. All three, definitely better than paying thousands or hundreds per year, and it's one of the things I am generally happy I now know, but wish I could tell my younger self. My younger self would hate me because I used Maya 1.4, not Maya, Blender, sorry, and didn't like it. Used Maya, fell in love with it, saw what they were doing with Blender, and I fell in love with Blender during freelance work. Don't mean to repeat myself. But it's definitely one of those things that now that I know, it's hard going back to the old ways, as I call them. Like I'll happily use Maya in a studio setting, but Blender is the software of my own heart now.
Yeah.
I have to make a decision now. Am I going to... That camera goes... Alright, I'm going to have to make a decision on something here. So yeah, this is... Because for me, I've only got... After I do this shot, I only have 5 more to go. So I'm currently on it. So the main thing that I fell in love with Blender is over Maya is you can separate the different things. So you can see on screen at the moment, it's got object mode, edit mode, and pose mode for a character rig. So pretty much a puppet here. What I generally like, because it means then I can't mess up the rig posed outside of pose mode. If I select a object, so I'll just select this chair, because I've got it linked, it will not show it here, but it gives me object mode, edit mode to edit the object, I can sculpt mode, so it separates it quite nicely. It also adds a lot more, so when I'm in pose mode, it gives me this nice thing down here, what's breakdown, puts, or relax, what is admittedly a script you can have in Maya, but that's like £60 per year. So it makes it all nice and simpler. It also, if I just go out, I can go into UV mode. So let me just do this with this chair real quickly. Ooh. Let me just do this because I've messed up my own thing right now. So essentially, if I select this chair, and I just need to do this one thing with this chair. Make select. So if I now go into edit mode, I can edit how the chair looks. But in UV mode, I can create new UVs, make the UVs, but it separates it quite nicely, unlike Maya. So Blender's free, it adds a bit more, so I can now go into texture painting, shading. It gives me a nice gnome-based system. Then animating, what is all this. A nice render page. You can also composite in Blender. You've got sculpting, modeling, and layouting. So it separates it. Blender's just been a lot more user friendly. It also has this nice system where if I go to preference, I can go with interface. Pretty sure it's interface. But yeah, essentially, if I was to go, can't remember where it is at the moment, but there's a way in Blender to basically make it like Maya. So you could change all the shortcuts to be like Maya. Yeah, etc. It's just added a lot more than what Maya offers in terms of software. So I can use this for 3D animation, I can use it for 2D animation, I can use it for compositing, I can just use it for sculpting and UVing. Maya is a decent software, but it's just too expensive for what the alternative is, and that's Blender. Blender's free and does exactly the same things. The only difference is, and I think Rixart would agree with me on this, is it's got a higher learning curve than Maya.
It's probably that is the reason why it kind of took so many years for me to kind of stay on top of it. But even before I was learning Maya, because originally my first 3D software was Blender. I downloaded it like 10 years ago in preparation for college. And besides some stuff up on my YouTube channel, that was the only my Blender work I did in years.
Yeah. Everyone's got a different perspective. I just enjoy Blender because it allows me to do more. Oh, I just noticed the music's changed. I want to check if it's on. And yeah. Let me just change the music real quickly.
Sure.
There we go. But yeah, Blender's just it's got everything Maya has, but it just makes it a little bit more simpler once you've got the hang of it. I also think the rigging in, because although I didn't do these rigs, I've paid someone to do these rigs. It's a lot more easier to rig characters. It's a lot more easier to run scripts. And Blender has this nice little thing called add-ons that are community-based. They make it, you can pay for some, for a good chunk or free. So I've got one here, what is for lip syncing, so it gives a nice rough lip syncing animation. Got one for rigging. I've got one for like materials and lighting and other things. So Blender offers animators a lot more than what Maya currently does. If there's anything else you want to add on to that, Bricks?
Yeah, I think you well covered it.
Yeah, Blender is just one that I fell in love with because this allows me to do more, and it's for free. So number one, he's always going to be free. Number two, he's always going to be. It has more built in from the get go, and number three would be fan community. The community around it. It's just they make stuff for Blender all the time, and Blender as a company is a lot better on Autodesk.
Mm.
It's the same with DaVinci. Did I? Oh, I saved that. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I did something and it turned out I didn't. Okay, that's where it's gonna come. Like, I won't judge people on the 3D software they use. Like,
Alright, so Sunflower just asked what makes us like Blender more.
that's the one I replied
number
to.
one. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. It's free.
It's
I mean,
free.
that's the big takeaway. It's free, and once you know the principles of animation, it's like any other software.
Yeah. But I mean, there's not for animators like me and Rixart. Free will always be the number one thing that makes us like you more. And then we both have our different opinions on all the additional things. Because if I'm correct, it was this year you started using Blender more frequently.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah. So we for streaming, it's our first time streaming together, so we are gonna be getting all this. So it's all new. Right. Real quickly because I saw I saved that thing. I'm just gonna grab a drink real quickly.
Good. Hold down the fort. So, Sunflower, how did you hear about the live stream? Because I shared a bunch of links in different Discord servers I'm in. So was it from one of that, or was it just you were already subscribed and just hopped on board? Oh, hey! Oh, AK server. Yeah, those guys are animators. Much better than we are.
Yeah. Rixart is correct with that. But we are still amateurs.
Yeah, like those guys have something to show for. And this project is our uh, ticket, I guess.
Ticket, passion project. It's all for me. It's living the dream before I have to make certain decisions, since or life makes them for me.
That's like so I have to reach the skill level that AK and the rest of those guys have, especially for the action scenes.
And
But we'll get there. I mean, once we get to the action scenes in the pilot,
yeah,
that's a
because for animators, action scenes are going to be the ones where we're going to have to get reference and make reference ourselves. And I won't lie, that's the bit I'm looking forward to, because it gives me an excuse to do a few things. Thanks, Rootless Sunflower. We think we're gonna make it. Okay, we've got the dream, we've got the ambition. It's now making it a reality.
yeah. Thank you. You know where that quote is, right?
Can't remember off the top of my head.
Gurren Lagann. The mecha anime.
Yeah, I need to get more into mecha anime. There's only been a few I've watched.
Yeah, you see, besides Tokusatsu, I just never got into mecha anime.
See, to be fair, would Attack on Titan count as mecha anime?
No, that's just kaiju.
Sorry, I know that's a bit of a joke going around, but yeah. Well, to be fair, this is something that, from an industry standpoint, from at least my understanding, it's only in the English-speaking world that there's a bit of problems. I mean, I will happily take the pay of Japanese animators and their work hours just to live out my dream. Dream how I don't like the French much, but I'll give them respect for their comic and animation industry. That's definitely one thing. If I could speak French, it would be an option.
No.
But yeah,
Alright, this shot's done.
nice. This is the one with Darnell getting in the face of Skinner, correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you? I had to find my second monitor to get this setup working for today. I forgot how it is having a second monitor.
Me too. I haven't worked with a second monitor in like what, 3 years?
Oh, nice.
What?
Comment made by Rootless Sunflower. Yeah, I know what you mean with writer's block.
Yeah, we do. What's the spec script about? I'm a Ruby fanboy myself as well. Alright. We wait.
Yeah, no, I've only watched the first 3 volumes of RWBY, and then I will call myself a fanboy of fiction RWBY.
Yeah, he jumps ships. He exclusively watches the Fixing series. Me, I don't know if you heard, but I'm pretty sure you did. Volume 10 has been officially greenlit.
I've heard.
And I'm excited for that as well.
Though to be fair, for me, if I've been inspired. Oh, that's actually.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they wouldn't have actually done something that for RWBY themselves. He's working on a prequel series about the White Fang.
Okay. I would read that. And if I had the energy, if I could do a prequel series about RWBY, it would be like Team Stark. But that was the original like Team RWBY like 20 years ago with Summer, Crow, Raven, Ty, the parents of Ruby and Yang.
Yep. I'm not that illiterate on RWBY.
It's criminal that we got nothing with them. Like, I remember when Volume 5 was airing, now it's like, oh, we're gonna get a Team Stark flashback episode. Oh no, we're gonna get a prequel special. And then we didn't get anything. But even as a book series, we didn't get anything for them, and I feel like that's a shame, because there's a lot there.
Well, from what I know of RWBY, I would agree with you on that. Even just being someone who's watched the first 3 volumes and then just fixing, it's something that I would completely agree with you, because it feels like that you get a bit of a picture, but you don't get enough.
It could, like, if they wanted to, they could easily take like the Star Wars sandbox there, and I kind of like stories that can kind of focus on different time periods.
Yeah.
Like, have enough in the world to do that.
It's, to be fair, if you can make a world like that, it's.
But yeah, a prequel series about the White Fang. That's interesting. Like, I assume it's gonna be focusing more on Ciano, Gero, and the fledgling days before it becomes, what it is. God forbid. You're probably gonna do a lot more with Ciano than the show actually did.
And we wish you luck as well. We both wish you luck.
Yeah. Believe in us that believe in you.
Yeah. Just trust me.
Oh, he's gonna show us the plot. Right, that shot's done.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm now having to do the. I might come back to this shot because it's the most complicated of them.
Just one more shot with dialogue, and that'll end the audio for scene 2.
Oh,
okay. Alright. Takes 6 years before the show. How the White Fang broke bad. Okay. So I assume that Adam is going to be a major character in that? I mean, he would have to be, I guess.
Yeah, this is where I can't add anything to the conversation because the only Adam I know is the fiction Ruby Adam.
No. I mean, my personal headcanon is, like, it could be fact, I don't know, it's been a while. But, he's from Atlas, I believe? Mistral, I guess, but, you know, he worked in the SCC, which is the Weiss's company. Got horrifically mistreated, got a brand over his left eye. And that pretty much set him on the path to self-destruction. And, hey, do you hear anything?
I hear a little bit, but it's not coming through as bad as it was Monday?
So you're only picking up my voice, right?
I'm hearing, is it your sister and mum?
Right, just go. Alright, it's over now. But yeah, he's from... So yeah, you know, he got branded, and that pretty much just set him up on his path to villainy. And I assume Sienna recruited him. Or he went to the White Fang themselves. That can be either or, but, you know, he rises through the ranks, and he was getting results, and Sienna was like, ooh, I like that, but Giro, Blake's dad, was like, no, I don't like that very much, let's have a conscience. But, you know, because Sienna soon became the leader, Adam got to grow worse and worse, and she didn't even know it. And that led to her own downfall.
You know what? You two are making me want to rewatch Fiction Ruby.
No, they say, now that I actually have a microphone, I actually want to... Because I have like a half-completed script of a Ruby retrospective.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I want to record that and talk about the show before Volume 10 comes out.
Yeah, I say go for it. I've got a few of those in mind.
Yeah, I mean, as you can imagine, there's never a quiet... There's not enough time of day for me to get some quiet so I can record.
We are in a rare where it's generally been good today.
Yeah. But, you know, because of the heat and stuff, I don't have downstairs to myself these days.
Oh.
So you know, I hope to record some stuff, but
Don't worry
Girasol.
about OCs. We all have them.
Hey, whatever you need to do to flesh out the story. But Girasol, what fairy tale character inspired him? Or her? The character on screen now is Jane, Darnell's mom.
Ah, yes.
The Phoenix and La Gaza Ladra. I'm not familiar.
I'm the chick.
The Thieving Magpie. Or the Thieving Phoenix. The Thiefnix, if you will. Alright, so what faunus is he? Firebird faunus, I guess?
Playing into everything Rick's loves.
Yeah. Okay, so I remember like around the time of Volume 5, I remember there was a lot of speculation that there were going to be mythical faunus. Because I think one of the characters, Yuma, who was a bat creature or something, I think a lot of people were saying that he was a dragon. Or something, and that would have been interesting. To have like, oh, there's a phoenix fauna, so oh, there's a dragon fauna, so oh, a cyclops fauna, so like you know.
Ah, well, I'm hearing you. I am.
Probably would have been jumping the shark, but you know, it's like an Elseworld story. It could have been interesting.
Hey, Magpie Faunus.
Nicotinic membrane.
Ah, that's actually an interesting concept.
Oh, a third eyelid. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So, what's his place in the White Fang? Is he going to be like one of the top guys? Is he just going to be a grunt? A passerby? A audience surrogate? Just the guy that's watching it all implode? No, I haven't.
I think I have. Let me do. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting me interested. I won't lie, Sunflower. You're making me actually. I don't want to read this. I'm a avid reader.
You know, I actually made a couple of Ruby OCs myself. A long time ago, about 10 years ago, I practically just wrote a Ruby OC story, but tried to pass it out as my own.
And if I'm also correct, your own personal work that you showed me was heavily inspired by Ruby.
Ruby was definitely an inspiration for me to pursue it, like as an actual thing I can do. But no, it was mostly like other anime and stuff like Fairy Tail that helped shape what it is. But I could go down a rabbit hole talking about it, maybe another time. Especially since like as I was telling you, Golden Flower, I'm a scatterbrain, and that I kind of had to put that project on the back burner as I work on this one, because this one actually is getting somewhere, and the other one was mostly just me changing a bunch of stuff.
And to be fair, that if we only ever get to do the pilot or the whole first season of Dædscúa and it goes nowhere, that's our next big project. Is what Rixart is working on. He's me to actually be in the background.
Yeah, I actually drew like a concept art for one of the characters. Does it? No, but the other day. But other than that, nothing major.
We you need to show me some more because, like I said, it was how talking about your project was always fun, and it's definitely something that.
Yeah, but one day again, because I don't want to get into the trap of me just telling you what happens. I actually want to
Get things
get things done, like get characters designs done. Think of because I'm always changing stuff because I don't feel that confident, and then I always go back to the original idea, and then it's a vicious push and pull.
I know the feeling. Because outside of this current project, Dædscúa, I've got my own works, but I know for a fact me going down that rabbit hole is more of I don't want to go back down that rabbit hole because it's for me, despite everything that we've tried about Dædscúa is a lighter world than one that I've worked.
I heard the concept for that. Yeah,
It's not a fun one. Not fun to write. Not fun to get into the mindset. It's probably why Dædscúa for me is the one I keep coming back and I focus on.
yeah. And for the other character that now animating, this is Francis, Donnell's stepdad.
Francis.
Quite a difficult rig.
Yes, he's not a fun one.
It's just really heavy and kind of slows down stuff, so I always have to make sure he's the only rig in the shot, which makes it really tedious because all these rigs are pretty heavy, but this one's like mountain size.
Yeah, he's the one we don't like working on. just... this is always the fun bit. Yeah. I'm now at that bit where I gotta pay close attention because this is probably going to be one of those shots that might need to be split up into two. Only because the amount of work it's gonna take to get this to look right.
Yeah, if the dialogue exceeds 10 seconds and there's more than 2 characters, then yeah, just walk away. Split it up.
Oh yeah, this is. I'll come back to shot 15. I'm probably gonna have to split this one into a few parts. I'm gonna.
Yep.
I'm just gonna line it up, and I will. Get that all nice.
Right, so in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to log off.
That's not a problem. I was about to say, seeing how long we've been on the stream, we're probably gonna have to be winding down, especially
Right, so
because
I'm gonna try and finish the rest of the scene tonight, and who knows, because I want to release this shot to the channel so people
yeah.
to drum up interest.
I am gonna move on to the next shot. I'm gonna set up the next shot, and I'm gonna put a note on my notepad that I need to split this shot 15. Yeah, you can see how amateur we can be sometimes. 2, 3 sequence 3 shot 15 needs to be split into 3 parts. Thank you, Sunflower. We've enjoyed your company here with us.
Yeah, just having one person just watching the stream means so much to us, so we thank you.
Yeah, watching, talking, hearing commentary, it's all what we can hope for. And it's been a pleasure.
Best of luck to your spec script.
Yes. If you get anything done with it, let us know and we'll check it out. We might even do a live stream while checking it out.
Yep. I'm up for any Ruby content. Like the fans are doing so much of the property. Yeah, bug us. Doing so much. I mean, just the other day, there was an action side scroller that someone created for free. See that stuff with Dusk Queen. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk ill of anyone, but hopefully we're not gonna go down that path.
Yeah. It's like, always a shame when stuff like that ends up happening, especially with money involved.
Yeah, it's a shame too because I was pretty excited to see more of it. But hopefully we have hopefully our pilot is just as good as that one. Because I really love that pilot. I have to rewatch it again.
And it's one thing I will say, this Dust Queen is one of those examples that I'll use.
But yeah, but right now I'm a fan of Ruby Evermorrow. I think that's my. I feel like that's my favorite. Like that hits all the right notes for me.
I'm gonna save this. We've probably got 2 minutes left of the stream, but yeah.
Grim Tidings. Yeah, I think that's the one I was talking about, the game.
Yeah. See, this is where I feel like the third wheel for this conversation. What I'm not complaining about, because I always...
No, creator of the of Dust Queen. Hopefully me too. I hope they also because the crew was very talented, despite their dissension.
This is a commentary that I have. If you get money involved in a product, the number one thing you must have is an accountant of someone who's not on the production team, and they keep track of all the money and keep people updated on what that money's being used for, etc. It's a lesson I learned from my own father, who has his own business. You definitely want someone above you who handles the money and keeps tabs on it. Yeah. You see, you're making Rixart is young compared to me. I am approaching the big 3-0, so I would love to be 22 again.
Yeah, me too. 22 was when I first worked an industry job.
I was 24. And yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it tonight.
Thanks for all that's watching. For one person.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, no problem. We are.
Okay, good night. Yeah, I do. That's Casey's band, right? Casey Williams, the one that pretty much does all the Ruby songs way back when. Good band.
Sunflower, and yeah, I'll check out Okay Good Night. And for anyone else who's watching this after the fact, thank you for giving us 2.5 hours of your time. Wish we could do more, but both me and Rixart has a few things that we need to.
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet.
Get on. So Rixart will probably be doing more later today. I will probably be pulling all night on trying to get a couple shots done so I can get ready for my boring night job for tomorrow. Again, thank you for joining us at this corner of the internet at Britannica Industries, and we hope to see you again next week.
Yeah, the schedule is we normally do these Monday to Wednesday.
Yes. We will probably do 1 to 2 streams per week to try and build things up. So it will either be Monday or Tuesday the next stream. We encourage you to check out our channel. You can see some of the early look development and the opening for Dædscúa One Within the Shadows. Yep. And thank you again for joining us. We hope to see you all next week.
Yep. All right. See you guys.
See ya. Bye.